Okay, so it's time for a bit of hobby vlogging. Well, actually, it's not just going to be hobby vlogging. It's easy for you to say. It's not just going to be hobby vlogging today. It's going to be vlogging because I've got stuff to talk about that isn't hobby related. I say stuff to talk about. I've got to go into the office tomorrow. This is really weird. It's a face-to-face planning event that I've got to go into the office for. So I've just been out. First off, my voice is strained because my back has decided to play up, and I've had a bad back ever since I was very little. Well, I was never little. Since I was quite young, since I was 14, I've had arthritis of three different sorts. And this morning, one of them has decided to play up, and it's really quite difficult to move about. And of course, it's done this the day before I have to go into the office. So I need to stand and iron shirts because they've said, oh, no, just smart casual's fine. Well, I can do smart and I can do casual, but never the twain shall meet. So I've got to buy some shirts. I've just been out to get petrol and so I'm struggling to move around a bit today, which is why my voice is a bit strained. I don't know why I'm just showing you the hallway. It's because I'm not concentrating properly. Oh, and the other thing that's entirely unrelated is the triffid is starting to flower. You see that big plant there? You can't quite see it. Can you quite see it? Yeah, this thing here, that's these sort of slightly redder bits. They're sort of big stalky type things, and they are going to be all big and bloomy. It does it every other year. Ow, what am I standing on? What's that? Lemmy, have you brought something in here? Oh, it's rubbish on the floor. This isn't a good start. I say start. Start as you mean to go on. Yeah, I've got to get out the old laptop bag and pack that and pack all the laptop up and take drinks and lunch and stuff. So I did a bit of hobby stuff yesterday. I decided that, so back onto the hobby side of things now. I decided yesterday that I was just going to chill and do whatever I wanted. And that involved... Oh, God, walking is hard. That involved... what did it involve? I picked some random orks to build, which was fun, and some Necrons. I'll come back to all that in a minute. I've also got some stuff on Paid to tell you about. Oh, I'm all over the place. But one of the things I did was there were a bunch of boxes stacked up there that I hadn't opened for a while, I hadn't gone through. And I've brought those into here to be ready to go away into these drawers and onto these shelves. And I'm running out of space, and I don't know where they're all going to go. Because there's some space in here, but this is for miscellaneous bits. This is for characters in boxes, so I guess Scutari Marshall should go in there. I wondered if this was a dual kit and you could do the Techno-Archaeologist as well. It doesn't look like it is, which is a shame. I really want the Techno-Archaeologist for a campaign I want to film. What's this? That's not a character, so that doesn't go in the... Uh-oh. Did I order 2 of those? I only wanted 1. Now I'm going to need to find the thingy slip to see if I ordered 2. Oh, is this the one? I don't know. Citadel, Small Brush, Bikers. No, that's not it. What about this one? Oh, I've got some time off coming up, and one of the things I'm going to do is tidy this ruddy room. Caliban Green, Abaddon Black, Count Dooku. No, so that wasn't on this one. Right, I'll have to have a look back in my email. Oh, is this one? Oh, bending over is more difficult. No, that's just a random piece of paper. A random piece of paper. Okay. So, okay. Because I've moved on to starting to... Oh, the Deceiver. Nice. Because I had the plan for 3 different stages with the Necrons. And one is a load of... Well, warriors go with everything, so warriors first. Then all of the Canoptech stuff, all of the stuff inside a tomb that's keeping it nice and snuggly. And all the... what are they called? No, not Autarks, not Solitaires, not Tech Priests. The I want to say Canoptechs. I don't mean Canoptechs. Like the Pyromancer, Psychomancer. They've got a name. Oh, it could be anything. All of them. Unfortunately, those of you who are screaming it at the screen, it can't travel in time. So, Pyromancer. Does it actually have the... No, small parts, Psychomancer. No, nothing useful. Well, nothing useful that will help me with a thing I can't remember. All of the Techno Necrons. Then the plan is Immortals, Lichguard, Death Machines. Then it's all the Destroyer Cult stuff, because the Destroyer Cult will be separate. Because they're super afraid of the Destroyer Cult. They keep it at arm's length. They use it sparingly. So, I've got my Praetorians. They've just arrived. A command barge. Yes, so I've started on the Destroyer Cult side of things. So I've got 3 that came in the Indomitus box. 3 of these. Got a Locust Heavy Destroyer, so I'm going to need some flying destroyers and some whirly, spiky tail destroyers as well. These are my pictures of Blackstone Fortress. I love these. I think these are absolutely awesome. These are the guys out in Precipice getting ready to go storm the Blackstone Fortress. And these are the baddies in the Blackstone Fortress. I absolutely, totally love these pictures. So I need to find somewhere to put all these. And somewhere to put Count Dooku, because he doesn't go. Now, the reason I've got Count Dooku is because I've got Star Wars Legion. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an unboxing and a vlog series and a how Paul learned how to play Star Wars Legions game. I'm going to do that as a series, I think. Not entirely sure when, but hopefully not too far in the future. Will Dooku balance that? No, Dooku won't balance there. Maybe Dooku could just stay there and be in the background for a while. But you see, the thing is, the scenery, I was trying to do it without, because scenery is my nemesis at the moment, because it's too hard. It's not too hard. There's a lot of work involved in getting new scenery sets painted up, so I thought, right, okay, Clone Wars, what planets could I do out of what I've already got? Because it's not like you can have nameless Jedi as the generals in Star Wars Legion. You can get like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Count Dooku, Anakin Skywalker. You can't get just generic, here's a Jedi. So in which case I could make stuff up and have it on new planets and all that good stuff. So I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that on Geonosis, because that's sort of rocky, deserty planet, because I've got scenery for that. But with it, you get... Oh, where is it? Yeah. You get Anakin Skywalker, you get Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is awesome. And you get General Grievous, also awesome. I mean, this just looks awesome. I'm looking forward to this immensely. However, based on everything I know, which isn't... I'm not infallible, but General Grievous was never on Geonosis. So I can't use Grievous fighting on Geonosis. Hence, Dooku. But now I have to find out. It is Cursed City, which... I mean, I didn't know it was a limited run when I ordered it, but, you know, you're always afraid of GW. ending things. It's the same reason as soon as every Blackstone Fortress supplement came out, I bought it. I have half of it's assembled and painted and used, played with, but the other half isn't. And Aliens, another glorious day in the core. Looking forward to this as well. This is a cooperative board game. I need somewhere to put these fellas. And I'm rapidly running out of space, so I need to start getting creative with what I do in here. And I don't know where I'm going to put these yet, because these drawers are all full. And it's starting to get full in here and all. There are spaces on some shelves, but they are purely because there's stuff I need to tidy away. As I said, I've got some time off coming soon, and the first thing I'm going to do, one of the very first things I'm going to do, is clean this room. Or tidy this room. No, clean it. It needs to be cleaner. Because it requires it. It requires it. Right. So now what I'm going to do is try not to fall down. I'm going to work out where I'm going to put all this stuff. Then I need to sit down, pack up all my laptop and stuff for work. Then sit down and get today's, because it's Sunday today, get today's bat reps up on YouTube. There's a members one and there's a public one going up today, starring Winters. Woo! Oh, sorry, co-starring Winters. Let me get that right. Yeah, I need to do all that. Then, with the iron the shirts. Then I'll either sit down and build some more stuff, in which case I'll turn the camera on and talk you through it, or sit down and finish painting those stuff, in which case I'll turn the camera on and talk you through it, or go and collapse into the chair downstairs and play hired guns, because it all depends on whether I can sit in one of these chairs long enough to concentrate on what I'm doing. I might even get around to replacing the battery in my Warhammer clock, but that involves stretching. Come on, Paul, it's not that bad. Ooh. Right, okay, time to do all that stuff. Cryptex! They're called Cryptex! I remembered. Right, ironing is done. I'm certain that they're not meant to be there. Oh, yeah. So, I'm not going to talk too much about the Necrons, because I can't remember if I said this to you like an hour ago, but I'm going to start doing a separate Necron hobby vlog. So I'm not going to talk too much about those, except that I made some Necrons. So the other thing I did yesterday was Orktastic. So I played Orks on Friday night with my buddy Gambit, and for the first time in a very, 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 very long time, all right, a year, I didn't film it for YouTube. And I decided on Saturday, do you know what? I want to chill out. It was a late night. I'm exhausted from a wearying week at work. I've got a really tough week coming up. So I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. And then the problem I had was the world of possibilities opens up. It's like, oh, well, I could need to add some more Goth boys, need to add some more Snakebite boys. Oh, but what about the Tank Busters? What about this? What about that? What about the other? And all prospects that lead down a much longer road of big things on the Kanban war. It's not a Kanban war, it's a backlog war. Big things on the backlog war. And I thought, blow it. No. I'm going to try and do something small and discreet. Something that's just a one-off that I don't have to think about, now I've got to go and do this, and now I've got to go and do that. And a while ago, I never quite got the chance to do it, but I wanted to do of all the different clans, and the one I've probably neglected the most are the Death Skulls, because there's a lot of other stuff that isn't actually painted for my other my other clans. I've bought a lot, and they all feel kind of nice and kind of rounded. The Death Skulls, less so. And I thought one of the things that would help round those out is a unit of nobles, because the way I think of it is wherever you've got orcs, you've got Gretchen, you've got lads, and you've got nobles, because the biggest orcs is the nobles. So, excuse me, I've got about 20 Death Skulls, so I've got to have some knobs. So a unit of 5 knobs. I ordered this what do you call it? This conversion kit for a custom force field from Cromlech, and I ordered a mech to kit bash it to. I was looking for that for about an hour. I couldn't find it. In the end, I found it in a bunch of barrels, and a bag of barrels of all things. And I'll show you the barrels. And then I got distracted by getting all the barrels cut and prepped and ready, because it occurred to me that the game I played on Friday night, it didn't feel particularly orky, even though it was meant to be in some kind of orc encampment. And I thought, well, even though I've got an entire box of orc terrain and I've got this one to paint, and they took so long to assemble, I thought an easy way of doing that in the meantime for other games is maybe to get these crates and barrels and barricades done, just to give it a bit more of an orky feel. And then I could probably just do a building or two, and I could get away with that for the interim. So I prepped all those barrels. They were super, super coated in mold grease, so I had them soaking in soapy water, and they're now drying on the shelf in the bathroom, which when I came to put the iron away, I realised that was my iron cooling area. And I was like, oh, where do I put the iron now, boss? Yeah, so that was a problem. But yes, so I got the mech model. How interestingly, as I was doing it, I thought, do you know what? I could have just used a standard orc for this, because the mech backpack that he came with, obviously, there's no room for that. And I used the spanner arm, but to be honest, and there are other arms like that. The body isn't particularly... Well, okay, it's got some cables and some powery type things on it, which, yes, they are very handy. And I've managed to sort of line those up vaguely with the backpack and just green stuff a few holes. But I was very tempted. In the end, I nearly didn't do the custom mega pistol, the custom mega slugger, because he can't have it. Is the data sheet for the orc mech, which is in the Beast Arises, is for the old orc mech model, and all he can have is a slugger, or it's either a slugger or a shooter. I think it's a slugger. But I thought, well, I don't know what it'll be like when the new Orc Codex comes out, what the options will be. So I thought, blow it. I'll have it on the model, and I can just say that if he's only allowed to have a slugger on there, that it's weak because the power's being drawn in, because the KFF's turned on, it's drawing power away from the pistol. So it's not firing very, very, very hard. But I had other heads and stuff, so I could have kit bashed the whole mech without needing to either waste this mech or buy it in the first place. But I did. So there. So 5 knobs for the Death Skulls. Well, the first thing I wanted to do as many with cyborg bodies as possible, but that turned out to just be one, which, sad face. So there's not a huge amount of variety in the kits for the knobs. I think the knob kit's very good, but the weapons are pretty unimaginative, and some of the arm combinations aren't great, and there aren't really enough back poles with icons and things, because a couple of, I don't know if they're even meant to be bones or spanners, but I don't like that one particularly, but there wasn't a huge amount of choice. So whilst I do like the kit, I wish there were better and more weapon options, like some custom shooters, some custom mega shooters, or even some custom Mega Blasters. So the options I went for, I wanted a mix of shooty and hitty. So I went for the two combi rockets. So they're nice. And then I thought, you know what? I don't want to do big choppers. I want to do ones that look as techy as possible. So I went for the buzzsaw arm. A power claw. And the power stab. You never see that because it's rubbish. Stats-wise, it's not a power claw. I think it's like just like -2 AP and everything else is normal. But do you know what? It's an option, so they're having it. So I've got my little clique of they're not Bad Moons, Death Skull Nobles. Oh yes, he's going to be a Death Skull as well, which is why I decided to do him at the same time. Oops. So yeah, I did have a mind to build them and paint them in one day, but I kind of really enjoyed just chilling out and building, so I went on and did some Necrons. So yeah. So they were the orcs yesterday. Okay, so we finished today's vlog with a look at how I'm getting on with these guardsmen. I can't remember if this was in the last vlog or a different vlog altogether or a vlog I did just for channel members or the first part of this vlog. It's been a long week. So I was having the dilemma that I wanted to do a bit more shading on them because these guys at the back, the original ones, don't have any shading on the armor plates at all, and I think it's just not as mature a paint job as I pride myself I can do these days. So yeah. So what did I do? I used a mix of Norn oil and hello, Fluffball. It's been several days since my last vlog, so she's coming to investigate. Not my last vlog. At the tail, not the last vlog. The last time I did some recording for this vlog, that was on Sunday. It is now Thursday evening. Yeah. So all right. Yes, I will pay you some attention. I'll film with the right hand and fuss you with the left hand. Well, if you walk off, I can't exactly do that, can I? Alright, fine. So a thin down black ink and then a very light overbrush of thin down Caldor Sky. That seems to have worked quite well to give it some depth. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So what I have left to do now are this lot. So the skin on the faces, just Cadian Flesh Tone, a little bit of Rykel and Flesh Shade, and then a couple of highlights with Cadian Flesh Tone again. Boom, done. The metal bits will need some dry brushing because they've just been inked, so they'll be dull. So I want to highlight I wanted the raised edges to be highlighted. I mean that in the literal sense, not the technique highlighting. So I will dry brush them with lead belcher, possibly do a smidge with iron breaker, depends how dull they look or not. There are some black bits still to do. Their boots need to be black and their belts are black, and there might be the odd bit here and there on the guns or gun barrels. We shall see. And then the Aquillas and the Imperial Eagles, they just need a bit of white on top of the grey. So that's where I am. That's what I'm doing. That's a couple of hours work. It's what time is it? Still haven't changed the battery in the clock. It's 9ish. I might get that done tonight. I might not. Obviously, then they're going to need some static grass on the bases, and they'll need transfers. So what did these guys all get? They got Now why has is he a command squad model? He is. Now, why did they get 728 and they get 77? Do they all... right, okay, the command squad is why he got that bit. They all got an Imperial Eagle. Did I not put an Ultramar symbol on them anywhere? I know I put one on standard in middle, but why did I not do that? Okay, I think... Oh, he's got an eye patch. I think this was the company command squad. If I were to have a look at the platoon one, yeah, okay, so I use that as a platoon number. Yeah. Okay. And is that because this is the platoon command squad? Oh, no, they had a stripe on them. I don't know. This is the complicated bit. Do I pre-paint them all into pre-arranged platoons? Or do I try and make them a little bit more generic so I can mix and match? I'll get back to you on that one. Right, now the dilemma. Do I carry on listening to my book or do I watch some Blu-rays? I think I will listen to my book because it's a guard book. It's one of the Caiaphas Cain books. So I think I will listen to the book whilst painting guardsmen. And and that is it for today's hobby vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video and you want to see similar or more battle, actually not similar because I don't do very many vlogs. I'm going to start doing some vlogs just for channel members, but you'll know about those when I do. If you want to support me, the easiest and best way to do it is with a channel membership. Look in the link below. There's also Patreon, and even just liking and subscribing on the channel helps loads as well. So everyone take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.